This qualifying recap brought to you by Phillips Connect, technology that moves us forward.
And it will be Josh Hart as Mike Salinas smokes the tires immediately upon application of the throttle. 374.8 at 331. Josh Hart starts his season in the best way possible, 80,000 richer.
Well, Josh, that trophy is officially yours, and I know there's going to be a briefcase of cash that is yours as well. And Gainesville has been a magical place for you, picking up your first win in Top Fuel. Your family is here. Your friends are here. You have kicked off this weekend with so much momentum. Having this kick off your season, what does that tell the rest of these competitors?
Oh, we're on point. The guys deserve a bonus out of this. Ron Douglas, he deserves all the credit, but, you know, partnering with Chris Armstrong, this car gets whatever it needs, so as long as I do my job, we should be a championship contender for R&L Carriers, Bernie's Speed Shop, everybody that's here. Just super grateful. This opportunity doesn't come without a lot of hard work, so grateful for all the fans, everybody that's in the stands cheering for us. My family's here. Love you guys. Wouldn't be possible without you, so very grateful for everybody. Thank you.
We're joined in the media center by Brittany Force, the Top Fuel #1 qualifier here in Gainesville. Brittany's 3.699 at 336 mile an hour from Friday held on to the #1 spot. Brittany, you know, maybe today doesn't go the way you wanted, but obviously you guys have run well here all through testing last night and everything. Do you feel still good heading into Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. Overall, you know, we got the number one qualifier. It was a bummer to lose out on the All-Star call-out. You know, we felt good going into it. We got to the semifinals, but we got beat. So, you know, our bigger focus now is race day tomorrow. So we put today behind us. We got in that last qualifying session, which was a good, solid run for us. And now we start all over again going to race day, and we're at the top spot.
On Robert's car, it is definitely a Proc family affair at John Force Racing.
Great side-by-side run. 3.874. Ron Capps goes to the top.
Yeah, very cool. That round was, for me, it was a little bit of anxiety because I couldn't see the Christmas tree. I could barely see the pre-stage, the blue, and then I started bumping it in, and I could see the bottom half of the blue stage light up, but I couldn't see any ambers. So I just said to myself, okay, don't mess up and leave before the tree. Just wait until Robert hits the gas and go, which is what I did. So it was hard to go down the track because he's out in front of me, and you're used to just shutting it off when that car's out in front of you. So I'm like, well, he's not pulling away. We're just staying there. And so I'm trying, you know, every time I do that, my brain would say, stop looking, focus on the track. And so I'm looking, and I was like, oh, he's in front of me. I don't know how late I was. It was hard to judge, but when they told me what it was and how close it was, I mean, that's down to staging. I mean, that's just trickling it in, and Guido and the guys just throwing down. But my gosh, look at already, and we talked, all of us in this room talked preseason, and we talked about how tough it was going to be, how close it was going to be, and how hardcore and pissed off a lot of the drivers are. They didn't win the championship that had a run for it, you know. And that's the thing, when you don't win it, you come out and you're so mad, and you just want the season to get started. And pretty much all those teams today that made those runs down the track near the end, I mean, the last half of the whole session, are teams you're going to have to go through to win a world championship. There's no doubt.
We don't care about the red light. We just care about the numbers, and the numbers are looking pretty darn good down there for the Lucas Oil machine. Go plug that laptop into somebody else's car and download. 6:52, 211 miles an hour is going to put him second behind only Troy Coughlin, who went 6.515, 212.29, low ET, top speed, and Jags goes to #1.
Gosh, you know, just kudos to everybody at Elite Motorsports. The whole group works extremely hard from A to Z. The engine shop, everybody on the cars, to the office, to everybody. It's a complete family. There's nothing like it. You almost have to go down to the shop to experience it in its entirety. I mean, you can go to the pit and check it out, but there's nothing like it. It's such an honor to be a part of.
Breakout season for you last year as far as wins and stuff like that, you know, in the pro stock area. How big is it to just to come right back out and have a performance like this to open the year?
Well, heck, we're just getting started, but you know, heck, we're hoping we can to build off of it. Really, it's like I said, it's a testament to the boys in the engine shop, and they've worked hard on the dyno. That's a long 7-day-a-week job for those guys. They work hard, a lot of research and development. There's a lot of hours that go into that. My family had a deal similar to that with Coughlin Brothers Racing, so we have an idea of the time that it takes and the effort that it takes. So they big kudos to them.
He came to a number of the races riding a motorcycle that was down on power a little bit, and they knew that. They were just coming out and getting him some experience, hoping an opportunity would come. The opportunity came from Vance and Hines. 668, check out the speed, 203 miles an hour on a Suzuki. Oh man, Gaige was already number one in his
You know, it still don't feel real to me being here at the Gatornationals. Not only that, being on the top team, you know, the Vance and Hines Mission Suzuki team. I mean, when I got that phone call in November from Andrew, that right there, I mean, it took forever to sink in. So to be here and to be on top, I mean, I can't ask for much better. I mean, yeah, it was an awesome couple days of qualifying.
Body feeling confident about what they're going to do here in 23.
Antron actually went in and double bulb. That looked a little out of sync. 3.699, 336.99 miles an hour, and Brittany Force goes to the top.
It felt really good just to, you know, come out first race of the season, first run, and to go to the top. Pretty incredible. It's, you know, David Grubnick and all these guys. We spent a lot of hours testing, a lot of days testing to get us here, but it looks like, you know, we kind of just picked up where we were last season, and we're already moving right into this season. It's, you know, we have the same groove, the same team, same group of guys, and it's a good start. That run just motivated us all for the weekend, and not just the weekend, but this
On these funny car teams.
.888, 330 miles an hour, and Bob Tasca goes to the top.
What do they say? The sweet taste of serendipity. Hey, listen, I was thrown a curveball at the end of the season last year, and you know, losing all but two of the guys on my team, and then being able to bring together Todd Okahara, who I've known for many years, and you know, Aaron Brooks. I always admired him from afar, just his aggressive nature and attitude, and you know, quite frankly, looking back, it's exactly what my program needed. It needed to be shaken up. My car didn't do anything at the beginning of the seasons, and you know, didn't do enough at the end of the seasons to really contend for that championship. And that was our whole attitude this off season, was to make the car run better.
Double E, 5-time champ.
Hello. 6.538, 208.84, and Erica goes to number one.
It's definitely huge to start off on the right foot. You know, I was thinking while we were servicing the car, that was only my 4th run since November of last year. Like, we did not do any off-season testing. We made 2 hits at Bradenton before we loaded up and came here, and you know, just spent most of our time in the engine shop trying to find more horsepower. So didn't make a great run first session, decent. You know, I had a couple mishaps, and then our tune-up was a little bit off. So we came back and fixed everything up, and just wanted to do really well for that night session. So we were able to put our JHG car on top, and that's all that matters to me.
The pink Denso bike lined up over there on the right side. She had a solid season again last year. Stevie J working with the Batman program. Be a technician is what BAT is all about, and scholarship program. Want to get some information, go talk to them. 674, 198 miles an hour, and put Stevie J in the number 1 spot.
A heck of a way to open the season, Steve. I think I overheard you saying on the top end you guys didn't test it all and came out and run this. How happy were were you to see a number like that pop on the scoreboard to start off the year?
Well, I also in that interview I said just because you can doesn't mean you should, and our sport is filled with decisions that are made every single day and every single year, and then you look back on those and you say, well, were those right or wrong? And I shoot myself in the foot, and I just went over all of this thinking about this weekend. It's like, how did I start out the last 2 years? Because we really could have won the championship and the Camping World Championship, and I don't think racers are supposed to say stuff like that because it's sour grapes, but you do analyze your own stuff, right? And it's like, what did I do? What am I doing good? What am I doing bad? And so I was happy. I was at the finish line. You all got to understand, on a pro stock motorcycle, I don't know anything about the other cars, but you can look at 99% of the people down there, and when they pull around the corner and then they stop and they're taking off their gloves, their hands are still moving a little bit. It is such an exhilarating ride. And so you gather your thoughts together, but the only thing that matters to you is what the ET is.
So Bond out of Mission, British Columbia, Canada. JBS Equipment, Bahrain 1 in the race car. Chris Thorne going to try to climb his way to the top of the sheet. Not quite, but a 5.75.1 at 2:49.90 for Justin Bond places him 4 thousandths ahead of J.R. Gray and puts him in the #1 spot, with Chris Thorne landing 4th.